I'm not even fully ready for the day. Like, I don't have any accessories on. And I don't feel like up to anything, which is why I'm making this. Hello, individuals. I have sort of mentioned this before. It's something that I had discovered about 2 years ago. A year ago? Yeah, I think I only got formally clinically diagnosed with autism last year. And so I've been trying to learn to navigate what definitions are, what it means, and what it looks like for myself. I am starting to experience the beginning of an autistic burnout. I've been saying that, but I think now it's not even the beginning anymore. It's just like fully into it. I really wanted to edit videos and like record more of some of the video that I had promised, and I have to edit sort of another video that I made in a compilation of like things that happened after week 3, because now officially I'm week 4 after surgery, after my bariatric surgery. So I was hoping to do another update, but I think I'm moving back home to Queens tomorrow, and then 3 days later I'm moving to a new apartment in Manhattan. So it is a bit of a whirlwind, and I will probably get back to at least recording once I'm settled, or at least feel a little bit more stable. But I also have to admit that I am lower on spoons. I was like, should I record this even? But I think I just wanted to name it because I want to talk about it. This is a big part of my life, and I am not just experiencing surgery as a trans person, but I'm also experiencing surgery as somebody who's neurodivergent, who has diagnosed autism and possibly ADHD. I'm not diagnosed, but I've sort of self-diagnosed. So with ADHD, like, I experienced the world very differently. And again, a lot of the folks that I see on YouTube who talk about surgery in their life afterwards are almost always neurotypical cis women. And so it felt important for me to talk about my experiences, other things, and living in other intersections. Yeah, but I guess just sort of to summarize, I mean, these are major changes that are going on, which can affect and can cause burnout. Major changes, or sometimes if you are masking too long in your life and trying to blend in with the neurotypical world, you not being true to your autistic self can cause burnout. I've also looked into ADHD burnout, so I was wondering if maybe it was some of that, and I think there might be some symptoms of that too, because there's big changes like that. I start school really soon. I'm moving a whole lot. My body is changing so fast in ways that I wanted, but in ways that are still very hard to mentally prepare for. And I quit my job a few days ago. Today is Tuesday, so last Friday I put in my 2 weeks. And it wasn't a decision that I thought long and hard about. I really just thought about it for a week, and then the night before I sort of kind of made my decision, and I prayed about it. I went to sleep, I had a dream that sort of confirmed it. And yeah, I don't have a backup plan. I don't have a second job waiting for me. I'm applying to jobs actively. I've sent in my resume to some folks who, I've sent in my resume to folks, but also I am a little worried about starting a new job when I am feeling this burnt out. Because I'm also really emotional, so this is okay. I didn't think I was gonna cry. Some of the things that come with it, include like inability to mask in the same way. I don't want to say social skills because these are skills that uh, make you conform to a neurotypical world and not like, be authentic to yourself. So um, I can't tell if I've been masking or not. I mean, I usually can, but I've just sort of been existing, I guess. Emotional dysregulation, which I already have and I've already deal with, because I feel emotions really strongly and I don't always know how to regulate them, and now it feels a lot harder. Executive dysfunction, it is hard for me to do very basic things sometimes. It requires a lot of more spoons than usual, and spoon theory, just a quick summary, is really comes from the explanation of to water it down, sort of how much energy you have to do certain things. And so for some people, it takes more spoons to do things like take a shower, take a walk, than others. And it's for folks who are chronically ill or disabled in some way. And because I'm neurodivergent, I am disabled in that way. So I use spoons as a word. And so it's taking me a lot more spoons to do basically anything. And I have to clean this apartment because I'm leaving tomorrow. And I have to clean up this like giant mess that I have made because I was like, I'm on vacation mode, so I could just sort of put things everywhere. But I realize now that it wasn't just vacation mode, because usually I'm actually really clean and organized, but I have not been able to function in the same way. And I wasn't able to answer the question of how are you and how's your recovery going for 3 weeks, like after surgery, literally the day after surgery, like the day that I came out of surgery. Whenever I was asked how are you doing, did not have an answer. I simply said I don't know because I didn't know. I could answer it physically, but I couldn't answer it emotionally. And now I understand why. And that was like, it's trauma to the body. And it's already, I'm sure, difficult for folks who are neurotypical, let alone someone who has ADHD and struggles with emotions and change. Even if it was a change that I asked for, it's still a change, and change is hard to adjust to. Like I just said. Other things too, like self-soothing behavior, and impulsivity. Like I've done some shopping, even though I just quit my job, so I really shouldn't be spending money that I'm not going to be making. But it's a self-soothing behavior as well as like oftentimes impulsive, like buying a whole vlogging camera, which I've thought about since I got back on YouTube, but I don't think it was a purchase that was necessarily important. I did it, and now I have to live with it. And yeah, okay. I'm not gonna make this video much longer, especially because probably not gonna edit it very much. It's just sort of talking. I don't really have the spoons to edit stuff, which is why I can't do any of my other videos that I've been meaning to upload. So yeah, I'm not even gonna do a conclusion, but I'm dealing with burnout and I'm struggling, and that's where I'm at. And if I can work through it, and if I have enough spoons when I move out, or when I move into my actual place, even though I'll only be living there for 9 months, when I actually move in, I think I might be able to have maybe more ability to edit and record and all that.